Big hits and physicality are part of the NHL, but sometimes players suffer the repercussions of the brutality of the sport. Let's take a look at some of the hits that forever changed the careers of some players. On May 26, 2000, Eric Lindros and the Philadelphia Flyers faced the New Jersey Devils in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Lindros was looking to lead his team to the Stanley Cup Final, despite dealing with numerous injuries, but was about to make a career-altering mistake. Generational talents like Gretzky, Lemieux, and Lindros have the potential to change the sport. Lindros, known for his elite offensive skills and physical presence at 6'4" and 240 pounds, was a unique player that had a rare combination of elite size and skill. However, his entry into the NHL was controversial. He refused to play for the Quebec Nordiques, leading to a trade to the Flyers. In Philadelphia, Lindros was a superstar who could score, hit, and fight, making him an instant fan favorite. But his physical style led to numerous injuries. Lindros had a tendency to skate with his head down, leaving himself vulnerable. He suffered his first concussion in 1998 from a hit by Darius Kasparidis. The following season saw a series of concussions, including hits from Jason Weimer, Hal Gill, and another collision in practice. Despite this, Lindros returned to play in the 2000 playoffs. Tensions between Lindros' family and Flyers management over his health were public, and late in the season he was stripped of his captain status. Despite this, he played in Game 7 against the Devils. 7 minutes in, he cut across the ice with his head down and was hit by Scott Stevens, ending his career with the Flyers. The hit would now be considered a dirty play, drawing significant penalties. Lindros' career was effectively over. He sat out the next season and was eventually traded to the Rangers. Post-concussion syndrome plagued him, and he retired in 2007 after missing significant playing time. Despite this, Lindros averaged 1.3 points per game with the Flyers, placing him among the all-time greats. If he had stayed healthy, he could have been one of the best ever. Brian Berard's career took a horrifying turn when he sustained a catastrophic eye injury during a game in 2000. A reckless high-stick strike to his face resulted in a detached retina, marking the beginning of one of the worst NHL injuries to date. It was also the start of a long path for Berard. He endured multiple surgeries, and doctors painted a grim view on his future in the sport, suggesting that he may never regain full vision. However, against the odds, Berard, after a grueling year of rehabilitation, went on to regain almost full sight and return to the ice. He managed to overcome his visual impairment with the aid of a specially designed contact lens. While he was commended for his determination, his performance unfortunately was affected post-accident, and he wasn't able to make the same mark on the ice as he previously did. Gordie Howe, an old-school veteran and legend of the hockey world, had a brush with death on the ice. A 1950 playoff game turned into a life-and-death battle for Howe when he slammed headfirst into the boards. The impact inflicted a severe head injury. His condition was so critical that a local newspaper reported him as being dead, and even those who didn't believe the news figured there was a strong chance it would indeed come true in the future. However, Howe, dubbed Mr. Hockey for his skills and contributions to the sport, was not going to let one of the scariest hockey injuries ever take him away from the ice. He ended up making a miraculous recovery and returned to the rink the following season. Paul Kariya, a once big name in hockey, was one of the league's best, but he also, unfortunately, is known for experiencing one of the worst NHL injuries during a game. It all happened during the 2003 Stanley Cup Final, when he played for the Anaheim Ducks. In Game 6, while playing against the New Jersey Devils, Kariya was hit hard. Knocked clean unconscious, Kariya remained motionless on the ice for more than a minute. While horrified fans and onlookers watched helplessly, medical teams rushed to him, and it was found he had a severe concussion. In fact, it was so severe, to this day he's unable to remember the hit, the goal he scored after, or even the game and days that followed. Kariya's 15-year NHL career had amazing numbers. He scored 402 goals and helped with 587 assists over 989 games, and really was one of the league's best pre-accident. His career continued with the Nashville Predators and the St. Louis Blues, despite consistent injuries and post-concussion syndrome that eventually led to his retirement in 2011. Following his retirement, Kariya distanced himself from hockey, living a secluded life in California. He suffered significantly from the injuries, with testing indicating a 60% drop in brain function. It's a tragic end to a solid career. Hits in hockey are part of the game, and one of the most exciting things in the sport. However, sometimes they can be dangerous and cause long-term damage, as we saw in the case of these skaters. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Stay sharp, keep skating, and we'll see you in the next video.